Hey, hey, hey. OMG. Welcome to Pink Table Talk. I am broadcasting this everywhere. This is Pink Table Talk episode 40. How amazing is that my final episode of this podcast is episode 40. 40, a very prophetic number for my prophetic people out there. But I am so grateful to have two of my faves that will soon be to my left and to my right. And they are guests here today. But I want you to sign in. I am stalling for a moment on purpose to give you time to tag your friend, I'm even streaming on my main page because I'm excited about this. So you have a moment to just get your guests to join in. I know some of you are going to watch hashtag replay. Still let me know if you're watching hashtag replay. I am sitting here December 9th, and I am counting down the days until my title changes from Katrina Harris Earl, National Sales Director, to Katrina Harris Earl, my name ain't changing, National Sales Director Emeritus. And many of you also know this is a very special week because so many of you have celebrated with me years. Can you believe it's been 14 years since 12/12/12? So this is my anniversary week. This is our final episode of Pink Table Talk. It's just a lot going on. So I want to thank you guys so much for your loyalty. I want to remind you that there's just so many great resources. We've had amazing guests here at the Pink Table, and you can go to YouTube and you can find those past episodes. Also, you can go on the Facebook page and find them. And I hope that these channels will continue to be a resource for you, because even though the things change, the stories always are relevant. How many of you give me a 1 in the chat if it's the stories that you hear from others that most inspire you? So I want to thank you guys for joining, and I want to bring these two to the stage. I want to give a shout out to my producer, okay? To the producer of Pink Table Talk, Dorothy Kerr. I just want you to do a virtual hand clap and whoop whoop in the chat. As a matter of fact, I have the technology, Dorothy, somewhere in here to give her a round of applause because she does an amazing job, but putting up with me is the real deal. And Kathy Freitag, who for this they kind of split. Kathy does a lot of the behind the scenes and all of the drawings and all of that. And the opening was Kathy. So I'm so grateful. Let's go ahead and get the party started because we're already 4 minutes in and I am still talking. Let's bring them up to the stage. Yay, I'm excited. Thank you. Welcome here for our two of my faves. I am excited to have Kijuana McKinnie Hollins, otherwise known as Key Million. So just type a million in the chat, okay? You want to spell. And I am excited to have my day one girlfriend, high school, college, all the things. And truly, she is, in just a matter of a few days, she is going to become my mom's director, my very favorite recruit, okay? My mama, Traci, was the first consultant in our national area because everybody has a girlfriend. You can call at 2:00 in the morning and you don't have to ask no questions. You just say, meet me on the corner. And all she needs to know is it good or bad? What did he do? Okay. Should I wear my pumps or bring my boots? Okay.
Right.
The only questions. And so Traci has been that. And I am so excited to announce that she is inheriting the Castle Superstars unit. And she, not just because she's my girlfriend, but because she is capable. And so pretty soon, the next car celebration I will go to will be all the cars she is about to earn because her own unit plus my unit, power. I'm excited. So give it up for Traci Fisher on this side. Yay. So we got Chicago and we have Baltimore area. So Key Million, tell us about the best part of your day. Today was the best day of your life. I know.
Yes. Yes, today is the best day of my life. I'm so excited to be here at National to honor this experience and to honor you and your final Pink Table Talk episode 40. That's dope. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I love it. Traci, how was your day?
Hey, my days are unbelievable. If you know me, I still work in corporate America, and as things would have it, work is work, and then there's this passion of mine, this Mary Kay, and so juggling it all, making it work. So, it's been busy. It's been a busy day, but I'm grateful. I am so grateful to be here this time for this occasion. Just taking it all in, being able to celebrate you and the cast of superstars. And I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Awesome. And of course, the Solid
Yeah.
Rock family too. You know your blouse is big when you can't even fit in the square. Okay. I want my sleeve over here and this sleeve over here. So I am grateful. We're just going to have a wrap session tonight, you guys. The purpose of Pink Table Talk is, of course, we are excited to share with you why we love Mary Kay, why we have been here. 34 years for me. How many years, Kijuana?
29 years.
29 years. How many years, Traci?
34.
34. Okay. Let's keep it real. But it did take me 5 months. 5 months to get my first recruit. I know
All right.
record breaker, but I just want to keep it real for the new consultant in the chat that I did not ask my best friend for 5 months. Now, you had a facial pretty quickly. As a matter of fact, those of you that were on our area call last night, she came to the initial facial when my recruiter was there. But even still, it took 5 months for me to say, can you come join my team? Maybe kind of sort of here. What do you think? What do you think? So we're going to talk about leadership style, like just all the things. And of course, we will also share a little bit of marketing at the end, because if you're an entrepreneur that's watching, every woman can relate to what we'll share today, but every woman also can use some extra cash. Let's just keep it R-E-A-L. Can I still spell R-E-A-L? Real.
Coins. Yes, absolutely.
So we will also invite you to not just listen to us at the Pink Table, but to be a part of the Pink community and what we do in Mary Kay. So I want to ask you guys, first of all, I want to just ask you this, Kijuana, how would your friends describe you? Like when your friends, when they are asked to say, this is who my girlfriend Kijuana is, how would they describe you?
Yeah, I would say my friends would say all fun, but no games. They know I'm about the business. I'm always going to be about the business. I am not a feeler. I'm very much a thinker. I'm going to look at everything very logically, find the business in it, find the prophetic meaning in it, find the strategy in it. And, but we going to laugh and be silly at the same time. So that's
total fun. So Traci, we have a group chat with all our college friends, and
yes.
I'm one of them. But we all would pretty much agree. How do you think we would describe you?
Oh my gosh. I am.
If not, I will help you.
I'm sorry. Say what?
I said, no, I want it to come out of your mouth, because if not, I will help you.
I know you will. I know you will. And so, a lot of times your opinion of how you think people describe you is not really how they would describe you. But I think they would say that I'm talented, that I have my hands in a lot of different things, very artistic, that I'm a lover of people, a relationship builder. Katrina always says to me, girl, you still keep in contact with so-and-so and so from back in the day? I'd be like, I absolutely do. And so, yes, I think that's what they would say about me, that they can always depend on me.
Traci is a collector of people. And I would say I am, but in a different way. And it's not that I just am that person. Can anybody relate, make me feel better, that when something happened yesterday, like everything that's in the past is in the past. Like I can't remember order of things. Traci can remember where we was on the day, open up the high school yearbook, and who's that person. It's not that the person is not important to me. I just don't file people that way. Like I can't remember. I could walk past you, be in the same room, and unless you give me a clue, I'm like, I'm not quite sure where we know each other from. So you are that person. She's always the one. I'm like, what day is this person's birthday? What day is this? We've known each other for 50 years, but I still can't remember her birthday. So now let's talk about leadership style. How, Traci, has your leadership style? How would you describe your leadership style, and how has it evolved? Not just in Mary Kay, but you are a leader in all that you do. And even in your family, bossy. Bossy. All of us would describe you as bossy.
Well, I'm the oldest. And I'm the oldest. So, you have to step into those roles. Some roles you create, some roles you're given. But I think that, from a young age, I don't know if I always thought of myself as a leader, going, as a teenager and into high school, always involved in things, but always not necessarily the one that wanted to be in charge or in front. Definitely a great follower. So when I got into Mary Kay and I realized I needed to step up and lead, it It was challenging at first. It was scary. That first skincare class, standing there, my knees were shaking, but I had that flip chart. So I was
Mhm.
confident that I could flip that chart and squirt from a tube. But I think my leadership style has really evolved in that I've learned to find my voice.
Mhm.
I've learned to be able to value people, but also be able to have those tough conversations. So even just in Mary Kay and understanding where people are and what you see in them, but also in my corporate life as well. So yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Kijuana, tell them a little bit about what you did before and how leading in your previous job compared to how it's evolved in Mary Kay. Like, what does that look like?
Yes, absolutely. So when Mary Kay found me, I was a finance company manager. I was 20, well, I got the role, the position at the age of 22. And everyone that I was in charge of leading was old enough to be my parent. I was the
Mhm.
only woman in the office, and I was the only person of color in the office.
Mhm.
And they didn't like it. They didn't like that I was their boss. And so I had to be somebody that I honestly was not very proud of, but I was good. I earned that spot and I was good at my job. And I had to make sure they knew that I was good.
Hmm.
And so I
Hmm.
had to position myself to be respected. And if you come from corporate, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that is not the leadership that I exhibit in Mary Kay. And Mary Kay, what I love and what this company taught me, I started my Mary Kay business just after my 23rd birthday. So this company raised me. More than half my life I've been in this company. And this company taught me servant leadership,
Hmm.
Mhm.
loving leadership. It taught
Hmm.
me how to be on kingdom assignment and not
Hmm.
just trying to get the numbers and meet the
Hmm.
goals. It's taught me way more about how to honor people and that
Hmm.
people will be moved more by how you make them feel than what you
Yes.
know. And so,
Hmm.
and I don't have to flex in Mary Kay. If you come from corporate, you got to flex. You got to let them people know. I'm from the South Side of Chicago, right? You got to let them
Hmm.
people know I am not to be messed with. Okay.
Right,
But in
right.
Mary Kay, you don't have to bring that in. You can actually, I had to learn to have a tenderness that's deep in me. Okay. It's deep. It's in there. But I was able to develop that and bring that out. The same tenderness I had in other areas of my life, I was able to bring that to the marketplace ministry. And I found that that was what attracted people to me. And it wasn't just that I had to be tough so that I could get people to understand my position and follow my leadership.
That's so good. So, so good. So, what would you say was one of the biggest challenges, like leadership challenges that you've had that others could relate to? And how did you grow through that? Or how did you handle that? Or how have you learned to have that not be a challenge anymore?
Sure. So for me, it was really a couple of things to answer that question. One, I didn't realize how people quit so soon. I didn't understand that. I don't understand
Hmm.
people that quit. I just don't understand it. No shame, no shade. I just didn't understand. Like, how do you do something for like 12 hours and then quit, or 12
Hmm.
days or even 12 months? I'm just not a quitter, but I had to learn that quitters quit. And I had
Mhm.
to learn, the biggest thing I learned from being in this business is that I'm going to love you coming in and I'm going to love you going out. And I'm gonna love you when you come back in, and I'm gonna love you
Hmm.
when you go back out.
Hmm.
And to hold people with an open hand, but to love them just like the prodigal son in scripture. Like, when you are ready, girl, I am ready, and I am here for you. So I think that was the biggest challenge of just understanding that people do what's best for them.
Hmm.
Not always what's best, but what they feel is best for them. And as a loving leader, I have to allow them to move through my organization. And if they feel loved and they feel safe and they feel valued, when
Mhm.
they are ready, they will possibly return. And that's my job. It's just to create that environment for them.
That is so good. In this space, we can compare the leadership here that we've experienced and how it differs from corporate America. And we also can compare this industry um, in network marketing. It can also be similar to ministry
Hmm.
because in ministry, it's volunteer. Uh, let's be clear, people can make a lot of money in this industry, but the cost of entry is so low until people see it as optional, and they don't always. You have to earn respect. But when you earn their respect here, they like really respect you. I mean, it blew my mind how many people would show up on a Zoom for 2 hours to celebrate me. And that is not the same thing. I can't imagine being on a Zoom for 2 hours with my former boss. Like, it would have been because you was paying me, I was on the clock. So Traci, spending so much time in both worlds, how does leadership here differ as an entrepreneur? How is that different from when you are a manager that has to manage people as opposed to lead people?
It's very different. It's very different. I mean, you got to wear two hats, right? Because you both of the positions are positions of influence, right? But in corporate America, you are working for someone else. You are influencing the bottom line to achieve a goal for the company you're working for. And here in Mary Kay, it's leadership from the heart, and it is totally about um, praising people, and that open hand thing. Kiana took it right out of my mouth. I took the words right out of my mouth, because you got to love people where they are. And although they may not see, the leadership and the belief that you have in them, you still have to believe in them anyway, and love them where they are, and continue to work with them, and help them to thrive, whether they choose to stay or not. And so I think for me, one of the hardest parts of leadership in this business was learning to not take it personal, and to let people go, to love them where they are. But it's very different, two different hats. I love them both. I love being able to flex my muscle in my entrepreneurial mind. I love to flex my muscle in my corporate mind too. But I know that flexing it here, I'm in control, right? I'm my own boss, and I'm creating my legacy for myself, and for my children. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about Mary Kay now, why Mary Kay now. But before we do that, let's talk about why Mary Kay then, because now we are the leader that we used to look up to. But what was it, Traci, back in the day? Like, what did we see that made us think, I'm going to take my $100,000 education, as my daddy would say, and you about to sell lipstick.
Some lipstick,
Like,
yes.
exactly. Like, how we are all triple educated people up in here, okay? And we all is smart. We all is smart.
That's right, and that's right.
Like, we
And
could run anything. So
right.
why'd you say yes? Not just to me, like really to yourself.
You know what? I saw the benefit of doing this. I, for one, feel like you can support, I liken it to salvation and to ministry, right? You can share what you believe in. And I fell in love with the product, and I thought, oh my God, I got to share this with people. And why not be able to make some income, some passive income while I'm doing it? And so, as a smart woman, I could see that, nothing was going to beat 50%. And why not be able to use this avenue, this venue, this platform to build wealth and to get to where I wanted to be. At the time, it was just $300 a month. I needed some money for daycare, but I could see that if I did this, I could get that $300 and then some. So why not just give it a try?
Okay, Kiana, I know you got a lot to say about this.
Yes, so much. Traci did such a good job of talking about the information that we received. And it just makes sense. Like, it just makes sense. So in addition to that, I want to add, when I was introduced, when I was younger, I always knew I was going to have my own business. I didn't know what. I actually thought it was going to be a restaurant, only because I love to eat, not because I like to cook. Let's be clear. Okay. But I thought it was going to be a restaurant. I was blessed to work in the restaurant industry. I actually interned with a large restaurant group in Chicago. I worked at Wrigley Field. I worked at Lincoln Park Zoo. I had all these great experiences, but I learned the cost of working in the restaurant industry. And I saw a lifestyle of those leaders that I did not want for my life. And so when I was introduced to Mary Kay, there was a woman who sat across the table from me, and she said, Kiana, you would be really great at doing what I do. Now, here's the thing. I didn't know her. I only met her a few days before, but she really, really believed in me. And she kept telling me all the things she saw in me that would make me a great beauty consultant. And I did not wear makeup. I did not want to wear makeup. But she thought I would be amazing. And she spent time telling me that. And all of a sudden, I thought, if this woman who has known me for 4 or 5 days can believe in me, then surely I can believe in myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really what made me step out on faith. It was totally a faith move. You know, I figured it's not a tattoo. I'm not dyeing my hair. It's just Mary Kay, right? It's just Mary Kay. And so I said, if she could believe in me, I can believe in myself. I stepped out on faith and decided to give it a try. I had no time, nobody to sell to. I have no sisters. I have, you know, this is before technology. I have no family in the Chicagoland area. And my mother, who didn't wear makeup and really wasn't into skincare at the time. But I knew that I could take a chance on me. I could take, if somebody else was willing to invest in me, why can't I invest in myself? And so that's what made me get started.
I love it. I love it. So we fast forward now all these years later, and let's just talk about why Mary Kay is right for right now. I want to say that I am sitting here at the end of a just amazing career that has impacted every cell in my body. Every cell. I mean, my dad's life was changed. My dog's life's been changed. My mama's life, my husband. It is just the way I just continue to say, I thought when I said yes, that me and this woman right here had nothing in common. Okay. I mean, I was like, no, there's nothing. I was 24. I'm short, African-American. American was short too. But when I tell you God first, family second, career third, hasn't changed. When I tell you the just so much that has come, and then as much as I love technology and can see that now everything moves more quickly, I wouldn't trade anything, but we took our time building in this business. And now with everything that is happening and with newness that's even launching here on December 17th in Mary Kay, you're just going to be able, there's just 1,000,001 reasons to say yes now. So Traci, talk about why what's the most exciting thing, because you're now going to have so many new people that are coming, that you'll have an opportunity to support them in building their businesses. Some of them are right here watching now. Tashni Cooper, I see you. Better be one of her right now.
Yes.
So why now?
Why now? Why Mary Kay now? Why not now?
Mm-hmm.
Why not now? Y'all, nothing is promised. Tomorrow is not promised. And in today's economy, everybody needs a side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs a side hustle. And this is one of the best, if not the best, way to ensure you have something laid up for yourself for a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
So why not now?
Mm-hmm. Kijuana, why now?
Why now? Because I believe women are hungry for a community like ours.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that we had to become, due to the pandemic, so distant from one another, and we use technology to connect, but women are ready to connect at a deeper level. And we wanted to do it in a community that challenges us to be better, that adds value to our lives, that challenges us to level up. And the way this world is set up right now, listen, look, we can't play with this thing. Okay. And I don't know if it's because I just turned 52 a couple months ago and I'm like, look at here. Okay. You got to take this thing real serious. This is my one and only life. And I believe more women are seeing that due to things in our world, in our economy, in our, political environment, whatever it may be, finances, that to be in a community like this where you can grow and literally every day have a self-actualizing moment where you can be proud of yourself, where you can feel accomplished, where you can have a win and a victory and get paid. Let's add that in. So why not now?
Yeah. You were you're a $1 million director, and you were a part of the amazing $1 million retreat. And I got those statistics that y'all were talking about at the retreat, but this is just mind-boggling here. Now, I'm on social media. I haven't personally fact-checked these, but so I encourage you to do that, but they all sound about right to me, and I'm about to retire, so I'm gonna get the numbers. The salary needed to live comfortably in the US as a single adult is $94,000. Now, I live in California. She lives in Chicago. You live in the DMV. I think it need to be higher than that. We all would agree. Okay, give us a one in the chat. 2 working adults with 2 children. The cheapest is West Virginia. Shout out to whoever lives in West Virginia, but most of you don't. And you need $209,000 a year. The 4 in Massachusetts needs $314,000 a year. I could go on and on and on about these statistics. by 2030, 14% of all workers will need to change their career due to AI, which I think is low. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I promise you. But well, everything has good and bad, right? But this to me, the reason, two things that I say why now is the K economy. So this is the K economy. There are industries where the trajectory is trending down and people are really basically making less money now than their grandparents were back then. And then you got some folks. I was just on TikTok watching this dude do, all he does is dance to the whatever PlayStation, to Michael Jackson dance, and the dude is, I calculated, he probably making about 200,000 a year just dancing. So there are certain places that the trajectory is up, and so you want to understand that and be in the right place at the right time. Why now? Because it's not the land of this or that. It's the land of this and that. You need a and that, and that, and that. And just support your habit. I mean, it's so fun. So we are going to give some free product away. But before we do that, I want to ask a couple more questions. And let's talk about family. So how would you say, Kijuana, this business has impacted your family kind of emotionally, financially, spiritually? How have those grown kids changed that weren't grown when you started? Like, how would you say your yes has impacted them?
Oh, in such an amazing way. You know, my children, I didn't have biological children when I joined Mary Kay. I have three that I raised for most of their life. And then I just got three more in my new marriage a couple of years ago. But specifically, the two that lived in our home full time that I gave birth to, that are now 26 and 24 years old. I want to talk specifically about them because they were the most impacted for the longest. All of them are amazing people, but let me tell you, my children are great people. You can take them anywhere. They only know we run a business in our home. That's all they know. They only know we serve people for a living. They only know that everybody is a customer and we treat everybody well. Like, that's how they grew up. They are such generous, kind, loving people. And I just don't love my children. I like my children, right? Like, you can take them anywhere and they are going to stand out. They are leaders. I'm talking about from the time I would let my son go down to the playground when he was, old enough to go by himself, just half a block down. And he would come back. And one time he came back and said, "What's going on?" I'm up, Mom, panicking. What's going on? He said, "Mom, they are down there saying bad words. I don't want to hear that." And my baby left the playground. Like, I'm like, that's a leader. Okay. But they are the light. They shift their environment. They challenge their peers to level up. And they're just amazing people. And that had to do with how I kept the community I kept them in with Mary Kay. Of course, our church as well. But being around other Mary Kay leaders, especially, and their children, taking them to conference, them setting up a meeting. They both got jobs on their 16th birthday. Because in our house, we work. If you want to eat, you work, right? Like, they have strong work ethics. So I could go on and on, but that's because they saw a business. Most times parents go to work and children don't know what their parents do. Right? They don't know. They saw what we were creating in our home and they valued and respected work from day one.
Yeah, I talk so much about the Proverbs 31 women that influenced me in this business, not being blessed to give birth to children myself, but marrying and now having 5 bonus kids and 15 now. My husband made the announcement last night, grandchildren. It was like I had watched so many of my girlfriends parent from the inside, the day-to-day, when you're on the phone with them and you hear conversations and you're at their house, and it's just the way it's not. I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't happen in other circumstances, but it's just different. It hits different here when you're working from home. And I have used that so much. And that's why them grandchildren love me so much. I know so much from you guys. But also, it's not just our children, it's our mamas. So Traci and I both have worked with our mamas, and your mama's watching. And so just talk about Mom and how this business has influenced her and continues to influence her. And give
my gosh,
joy.
Yeah. So when I came into Mary Kay, obviously, I was in California and I immediately moved to the East Coast. My husband at the time was in Desert Storm. And So I launched my business. My inventory came to my mom's house. I did my first parties from her home, and I asked her to make my deposits. She became one of my best customers, but when she saw those deposits, that we had a little money bag back then, and I'd be like, "Mom, can you make this deposit? I got to go to work." Da 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 da. She started counting that stuff up, and my mother recruited herself.
Wow.
She said, I need to sign up and do this. And I thought, oh, okay.
Mhm.
And catapult that into a couple of career cards for herself, several diamond rings. And
Several. She didn't want enough for both hands. Let's just keep it real. That's more than
let's
several.
just keep it real. And my mother is an inspiration for the whole Solid as a Rock National area. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna tell her age. I'll let her do that, but just say she's my mama, so she something, right? But she is using this business. I mean, it it fills a void for her right now because we lost my dad almost 2 years ago, and
Mhm.
she enjoys servicing her customers. She often says that she was shy. I don't recall her being shy, but she said that she was shy before joining
Mhm.
Mary Kay. But now, when I tell you, my mother will get on a Zoom, she will get on and do a live. She'll take her makeup off, which that was when we went into the pandemic, she was like, "I'm not getting on camera without my makeup on, without my makeup on." But as we have evolved, she
Mhm.
is an expert at this product. I mean, she could do it with her eyes closed, upside down, backwards. I tell you,
Mhm.
she could
Mhm.
tell you about these amazing products and romance them. And she's just such a role model, not only for others but for me. Just to see her work ethic and the way that she continues to push through and push through and push through, and to strive to meet a goal. I have never known my mother to not hit the goal that she has set for herself.
Mhm. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing. She outsells
Mhm.
all of us. She is
Yep.
just amazing. And so, whether you're 19, 18, or whether you are Mary Kay's age, okay, 83 and beyond, I mean, there are women that are successful in this business. And so, I just want to share just briefly how we 5 fun facts about why you might consider becoming a part of what we do. Number one, we are making money over here. Okay, little bit, medium amount, or a lot. Okay, but you earn 50%. Be a brand ambassador, all of that, and the product is amazing and people love it. Flexibility with your time, whether you do just a couple hours, whether you want to work this as a hobby, a side hustle, kind of just influencer. You want to do all online. You want to do all in person. You want to take your makeup off online. You want to, I mean, now you really could do it your way. Okay. You could do it in jeans. We didn't do Mary Kay in jeans. We always had a dress on. You could do
Yep.
it your way for sure. And then this is dual marketing, not multi-level, not a pyramid scheme. Mary Kay is the gold standard in this industry, been around for 60 plus years, made in America, right in Dallas, Texas. So our products are manufactured here and amazing. The collaboration, all of this, truly the best gift I've received in Mary Kay is the gift of girlfriends. The gift
Mhm.
of how we strategize, how we collaborate, how no one has an idea and keeps it to themselves. If your idea is jamming, the first thing you do is invite people to the
Sure.
Zoom and
Yep.
share. I mean, it's really, really crazy up in here. We don't compete with each other. There's enough people with skin. And so Mary Kay is just a team of women encouraging each other. The rewards are amazing. And we've talked about that. All of us are dripping. It's really kind of embarrassing because last night I tried to wear everything that I had earned as I celebrated my last meeting and I didn't have enough fingers. Okay. Let's just keep it there. It's unbelievable. And then there's the car program. And so we have, of course, our Chevy Trax, our Chevy Equinox, and then the cream of the crop, the pink Cadillac, 16 free cars. Tracy, how many cars have you earned the use of?
Six.
6.
Six.
And Key Million, how many?
15.
15. We got us 30 plus cars right over here. Okay.
Mhm.
Which is really exciting. And then, of course, my fave is that Escalade. So, what does it take? I think this is the one. What it takes to get started is $35. It's $35. Remember when I talked about that low cost of entry? Okay. You can upgrade with $90 for our e-start if you choose to, but I just tell you, it is the right time. Uh-oh. That's what happens when I touch it, Dorothy. It is the right time to be in Mary Kay. Say yes to success. So I'm going to give us an opportunity to pick our winner, and then I'm going to pass it back to you guys for the final word. But y'all hit us in the chat. What have you loved the most? What have you heard? What has inspired you? I love that Annie Jones says, Chris is her Mary Kay consultant and she's the best. Okay. Love it. Love it. So I want to tell you that this is just exciting because every single one of these 40 episodes, we've had a winner. We've given away lots and lots of cash prizes. Now, it looks like the wheel has tons of people on there, but a lot of people have 30 entries, 40 entries. A lot of people have multiple entries. So Dorothy, put that bad boy up and let's spin the wheel and see who our winner is before we shut it down tonight. All righty, here we go. And the winner is, who is she? Let's see. It really is random. I promise you. If it's one of my people, if it's one of my people, now I will tell you, honestly, I know somebody's going to go, this thing, okay, they rigged this thing. Honestly, Mama Christine, you know you put more people in than anybody. That's why you was fussing at Traci that she didn't give you the right link, okay? She puts more people in. That is so amazing. Whose name was it, Traci? It was
Elaine Washington.
Elaine Washington. So I am super excited. So I know I'm about to get a text in 2 minutes. She's going to tell me where to send the cash. I'm super excited. I want to give you the final word, Traci. Just what are you, let's just close. Kathy told me to ask the question. What's the biggest leadership lesson you've learned from me?
Oh my gosh. When I tell you, y'all gonna make me cry.
Oh, no
In
crying.
those quiet moments, watching my national work, seeing her work ethic. She works when the rest of us are sleeping, number one. But number two, just her work ethic, her strategy, her organization, her systems. I think I found a newfound respect for you, just watching you during the downtime, the times when nobody else was looking. And you were here at my house or I was at your house, and watching you create the legacy that has become the Solid as a Rock National Area. Those are the leadership lessons that I've learned from you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Million, I've learned so much from you. Tell me, one leadership lesson.
So much. I think if I had to pick one, it would be how you make people feel, even when it's inconvenient. I've watched you in our relationship. I remember talking to you on the phone. I was going through a really tough time. I was like, National, I need to talk to you. She's like, let's talk. Like, you stopped everything and talked to me about nothing about business, all personal. And you talked to me as long as I needed to talk. And you were there for me as a big sister. And I remember thinking, this is a national sales director. This woman gets paid a lot of money per hour. And she's talking to me about something personal, how you keep your kingdom mission, your ministry, your marketplace ministry at the forefront before Mary Kay. And we all got to see it. I have to tell you this because I don't know if I've ever told you this. We were on a video, we were on Zoom, and your mother needed you. And you stopped the Zoom to care for your mother. After that Zoom, I called Sonny, one of my besties. I was like, did you see that? Because see, I'm the girl, I'm be like, I'm working. Like I'm compartmentalized to my work. And you made me realize that nothing's more important than the people you love. And when they need you, you figure it out. And that was, that wasn't a leadership lesson, but it was a leadership lesson. How you love out loud, how you make people feel in your space, how you can do this and that. We still had a powerful meeting and your mother was cared for. Her needs were met. And I just appreciate you for being that living example. It's been a joy to watch you be a godly, faithful leader, big sister, mentor, and friend.
Thank you. And I will honestly tell you, I was not always that person, but you grow to be that person and you watch others be that person. And you know what? There's no cosmetic emergency what I've loved about this business is we have saved a lot of lives. But I tell you, I have loved that if I was 5 minutes late or something happened, really in the end, excellence was never something that I would sacrifice, but in the end, it always works out. Okay. It always works out. So I just want to finish today, and I just want to say to each of you, I want to thank you, thank you, thank you for your dedication and your commitment. I can't say, I'm saying this every time because I just feel like I probably have a different audience or people that will see this. Number one, I'm retiring from Mary Kay, but I'm not going anywhere. Okay. So I am still Katrina Harris Earl, that girl, and I'm still excited and have a lot of life and a lot of zest and a lot that I'm excited about. But I just want to tell you that this woman changed my life. And whether you are brand new in this business or you have been rolling with me or even here longer, I want to tell you, this is the best decision I made in my entire life. Second only to accepting the Lord as my personal savior. My life has been changed in so many ways from saying yes. And so make that $35 investment and give this business a year and watch how it can change your life too. So I want to thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye-bye.